Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space, it's James. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse, like you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Harris will throw. Quick completion on the out. At midfield, he's got room. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's James. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country. But you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the move. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first.
And the defense, Abe got him at the 27. place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Harris back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Steps away to find some room. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights, and that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Let's go. Break. Single, single.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Hill. Gets it out quickly. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And they'll touch it dead at about the 40. 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking for a crease, it's James. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Steps away. That's caught. It's James. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Quarterback on the keeper. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Will throw. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Or did he find a hole in that secondary?
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. The give to the fullback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football. Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paulo.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over USC. We've got you covered in this gigantic top 5 matchup, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Return runs out of bounds.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Green. Finds his target down the middle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Harris back to pass. Wide open downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime.
He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got a man. It's Silver. Breaks into the open. And they're able to make the tackle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Harris will throw. Quickly complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Looking left. He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Caught in the backfield, it's James. Powers through the defender. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Harris back to pass. Quarterback adapting. Rolling right and going deep. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Michigan!
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
Punt is in the air. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Harris will throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They're working that left side. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
I would say good half, but that was some bullshit.
The Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Alabama quickly back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
White 94, Snyder, Charlie. White, Chad. White 80, Brooklyn. White.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Hill. Fakes to grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Takes a hit as he fires. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down.
White 53.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Looking for space. It's James. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's on target and complete. That toe-tap catch had a little style, but not much substance on that.
No, the defense did a good job, too, using the sideline to their advantage. Using the sideline as a 12th man. There was nowhere for that receiver to go except get one.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, all the talk this week. Let's find out how things are playing out in this top 5 duel. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up by 28 over USC. We'll keep you posted on things until the clock hits zeros in a game that, for now anyway, has been very revealing.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score Michigan 34, Alabama 0.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Green. Makes the grab on the left. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Alabama pushing the tempo.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Using the quick game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. No huddle here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Alabama will get the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hill. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Silver. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And your Alabama Crimson Tide will take over 1st and 10.
release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The RPO, it's complete. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Alabama with a first down play to start us off here in the fourth. Dropping back, it's Green. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you can tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Gets rid of it. Got his man. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Set to advance on the football. Return runs out of bounds.
Here comes that Alabama offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that #1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback, and I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm, he hasn't been accurate, he's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled.
Unloads it downfield. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. To throw, it's Hill. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in down the middle. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Gonna look downfield again. Gets it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
To the air on 2nd down. He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And they'll stop it just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the stakes.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks.
There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.